So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The Beira Rio here in the southern Brazilian city of Porto Alegre really is a giant bear pit of a stadium. So it's away we go then.
Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it do.
It's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Somewhat off target. Opts for safety.
Kubo.
Cafu. And Neymar. Played back in. Lee Kang-in. Can he spark a counter here? Neymar wins the duel this time. Costa Curta. Now he's got space here. Lee Kang-in providing an outlet on that flank.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Dumfries. And he's gone searching crossfield. He's shifting through the gears here. Closing in on goal. A lack of adventure up to now, just no breakthrough. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Batistuta. Played down the flank. Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Batistuta. It's a searching pass. Zanetti does really well to win the ball there. And he goes cross-field. Bebeto. Played out wide. Tries to play it through. And that's aimed into the middle. Tries to get it clear.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's an imaginative pass. Chiellini makes the interception. Nicely weighted ball. Beckenbauer. That's a cute ball. That has not gone well. Zanetti. And it's Neymar. In with the challenge. Out of play for a throw. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Great vision. Now it's Batistuta. Messi.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's got away. Could be danger here. He's given the time to pick a pass. That has ended up in no man's land. 15 minutes till half-time. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That has been cut short. Foot in. Takes the shot! And somehow it's stayed out.
Kubo.
Costa Curta. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Now it's Kubo. Swings in across. Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first. quality ball. Cruzeiro are looking to go forward now. Batistuta. Great chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Aos 40 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 20.
Paris Saint-Germain have taken the lead.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Oh, what has happened here? Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Davids. And that is a little undercooked. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now it's Bebeto. Dumfries is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
That's just playing it safe and simple. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's found a way through. Danielson. There's the delivery. That's really well manoeuvred. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're off again.
Cruzeiro can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Messi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's picked his way through. Zanetti. And he's being shifted off it. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Can he get it through? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Opts to play it back. Neymar. Aims beyond the defence.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Can he get on the end of this? Deep cross. That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Substituição no time do Cruzeiro.
Corner number 2 then.
Camisa 9. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador.
That should get the job done.
Camisa 22.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now they can spring out of defence.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Looking for a runner. No way through there. Nice looking ball. Costa Curta cuts it out. Tries to pass it through. And this is Batistuta. Batistuta! It's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
That's Batistuta. Batistuta. That is lovely. And it's Neymar. Xabi Alonso does well to get it back. Messi. We expected better, and so did he. Nicely shaped ball. Now, can they get him away? Played into space out wide. Cruzeiro still have the cards to affect this game. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Searching pass he's played there. And the ball is out of play.
Substituição no time do Cruzeiro.
Cruzeiro making consecutive changes here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Now it's Neymar. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Looking to play him in. Messi has given away a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Messi. Oh, Red, nice interception. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, perfectly measured that. That is a great pick out.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Ambitious ball here. Oh, cracking ball. Real chance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Probing pass. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And this is Batistuta. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Messi. This is intriguing. Next goal critical. Shapes to shoot! Oh, glorious! Batty goal! About as smooth as it gets. And the comeback is complete. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them haul themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
That's been cut out, well played. Got a Tony. Try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And it's Neymar. Costa Curta gets a foot in here. Chiellini calmly anticipates. There will be 4 extra minutes. Park Ji-sung going full tilt down the left. Oh, that's fabulous. Dumfries. Knocks it into space. Park Ji-sung finds himself offside. Donadoni gets across and we're done. Cruzeiro have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Batistuta claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go.
He really is an amazing player, Alphonso Davies. Incredible talent and a wonderful story.
He's just not put a foot wrong since he made his debut for the mighty Bavarians, a European champion in his first season.
Immense, that's the only way to describe him, especially in the knockout stages. In the round of 16, you'd have thought there were 2 or 3 of them on the pitch.
And he set up the goal that killed the game off.
Yeah, one that really left their opponents feeling blue. No pun intended here, Peter, but it was all one-way traffic after that point.
Rummenigge, and he's there to get it away. Beckenbauer.
Well, we expected better, and so did he.
In with the challenge. And it's Musiala. Musiala will not want to lose out here, not against this. Mateus! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mateus clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. We get a throw in. Played in early.
And he's taking no chances there.
Rummenigge. There's the shot! Goal! There is the breakthrough!
Gol marcado pelo jogador aos 12 minutos do primeiro tempo pelo jogador camisa 18.
So, a breakthrough already. Probing pass. Davis calmly anticipates. Mateus. Now it's Zico. Howson wins the duel this time. Turns back here, probably the best option. It's gone out for a throw-in. Xavi Alonso. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Roberto Carlos makes the interception. He won't be happy with that one.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Xavi Alonso. Danielson providing an outlet on that flank. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Zico. That's a nicely shaped ball. And a chance! Chooses to go back. He's gone for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Out to the left it goes. Now, can they get him away? Roberto Carlos has it in a wide position. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Roberto Carlos shoots! Danger averted for now. Lee Kang-in. No way through. Now it's Owen. Here's Beckenbauer. And that's gone loose. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Hit into the middle. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Oh, that's superb. Batistuta driving forwards. Lahm. Musiala. Now it's Owen. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
That has been slung wide. Messi. Danielson. Lahm with a fine tackle. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Owen. Played back. Can he get it through? And Owen! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Lahm delivers. Turns and goes back. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. He can get that clear. Xavi Alonso. And that has put paid to that. Mateus. And it's Musiala. Looking for options. Zico! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Davis. Picked out brilliantly. No foul, says the referee. And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the action is back underway.
Limassol really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Oh, that was vital. Can he get on the end of this? Danielson going full steam ahead down the left flank. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Probably be looking to play it square from here.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
And he's taking no chances there. Musiala. Played into space. That is good alertness. Khan. The message is clear. None shall pass. Musiala. Has a look and plays it forward. Lee Kang-in. Pass is just off target. And it's played in here. Rummenigge is firing after that one.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 14.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Fechando o campo para a entrada de
Baresi
camisa
clears it away.
22, Camisa 13.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a decent clearance. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. It's a pretty loose pass. And this is Messi. Chance, surely! In for the pieces! He scores! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
To Nielsen. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Brilliantly cut out. Musiala. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Park Ji-sung. And here's Zico. Look at the space here. Can he finish? It's there! And they're back in front! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And yes, it's him again.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 20.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Beckenbauer.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, not quite. That's really well manoeuvred.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really... He's having a shot! And he hits the net! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Simplicity itself.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Camisa 6. Substituição em campo.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Takes a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Oh, he clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Roberto Carlos. Showing good feet. Not the most accurate pass.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Nicely aimed pass. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Just 5 minutes remaining now. He has found the way through. Chance for a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Roberto Carlos gets rid without sophistication. Oh, they could break here. Great vision.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's picked his way through. Tries to pass it through. Caught offside that time.
Substituição em andamento.
So there's going to be another change here. It's a searching pass. Ball looks a good one. Lam gets across to intercept that. And this is Eto'o. Great, and the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. That was a given. It always was.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So now the difference is 3. Nicely shaped ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the...
And that's it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Estadio Urbano Caldera is small for a top-flight venue, but it makes up for that with its history and its heritage. So it's away we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out the very talented Michael Elise here. We love his creativity and his ability to drift inside and find the
chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Aimed beyond the defence. Fired deep towards the back post. And now the breakaway. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Robertson. Across it goes. It's a pretty loose pass. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Danielson, he's picked his way through. Danielson! Goal! Vasco da Gama! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Doué. He's tried one! That was superb goalkeeping!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Olise! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Danielson. Oh, that was vital.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation.
And Torres! That has been slung wide. Vasco da Gama do have a chance to counter here. Danielson. Oh, that's fabulous. Rijkaard. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
He's got tall. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Yep, it's a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, shooting chance! It's a promising position. That looks a good cross. That has earned a reprieve. Applies the finish! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
And he's there to clear it. They're up to 5 corners now. Well, there's the clearance. Vasco da Gama have the chance to go the other way.
There they go, hunting again.
Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. And it's Xabi Alonso. And he's picked it up out wide. Nicely shaped cross. Cannavaro clears it away. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Costa Curta can get it clear. Ball's gone out of play. Zaire Emery engages and forces him off the ball. Griezmann defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Michael can so cleverly bypass the press. Maicon kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Batistuta. Bastoni. Robertson. Messi. Somewhat off target. Good work on the right flank here. Oh, a delicate chip through. Olise. And it's Zaire, and he's had a hit! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Zaire Emery.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Vasco da Gama are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. Torres! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Fernando Torres has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
This might... and the shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Robertson. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Doué. Doué going face-to-face with his great rival. Robertson, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Olise gets into a good position. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's a good run down the left. Oh, nice touch. And here's Messi. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Now it's Torres. De Bruyne.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Messi, tidy with his distribution. Knocks it into space. We can run onto that. And he's certainly onside here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Substituição no time do Vasco da Gama. Camisa 14, camisa 9, camisa 7.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Howson. Vasco da Gama, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And he has been fouled there. And he is going into that little black book. Time then for the first substitution of the game. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Schneider, out to the left it goes. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ball driven towards the far post. Ødegaard. That's good play. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He's having a good look here.
Yeah, this could well be defining when you're looking back on events.
Got to be quick to recover this. Crosses it in. Big header! Did well to pick him out with the cross, but the finish wasn't to be.
Well, talk about confidence. The way he took it on was certainly impressive.
The most accurate pass. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Ødegaard. Lewandowski. Oh, look at the space. It's Lewandowski! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
He's had it nicked away. Robertson. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's on it. Can he get away? Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to pull level. A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Oh, the ball's run. Can he finish? Probing pass. Dink through. And this is Lewandowski. He's got away.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card, and he walks. Well, the protest continues, but in the end, they are defending the indefensible. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Very little time to go, and they have a free kick in a really promising area. Rijkaard with the clearance. Tries to play it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Shot could be on.
5 minutos de acréscimo.
Looking for options for movement. David Villa in acres of space out wide. Cannavaro. 5 minutes to add.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
It's a searching pass. David Villa receives it in a wide position. That pass isn't the best. Ødegaard.
It's the short...
And that will be the final act. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Vasco da Gama can always take more positives from a result.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, this is one of the newer of the major venues here in Sao Paulo, built, of course, in time for 2014. It is the Neo Química Arena. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Pele is flagged offside. Looking for the run. It's a promising position. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Batistuta, caught offside that time. This is Batistuta. Denilson. Denilson is... Big chance! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Can he get it through? Pings it across. Khan claims it without any fuss. Vieira kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That has been cut short. Neymar, he's found a way past. Now this could be a chance. Howson can get it clear. Tries to play it through. Looking to play him in. Threads one in. Oh, super find. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. He is through here. Messi! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Opts to play it back. And it's Griezmann. It's Griezmann! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Botafogo really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Now that's well seen too. Pressing high and with purpose. He could... Batistuta! Just not quite happening for him just now. And we have our very first corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Danger averted for now. Denilson could try cutting inside here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Messi. Great vision. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's got away. Denilson! Oh, that's another chance. Sticks it away. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
It's going to be another throw. Tries to pass it through. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Head shapes to shoot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he's managed to get free. Real chance! Goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Botafogo are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've...
And Sola! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Saliba gets across to intercept that. 5 minutes till the break. Lee Kang in. Lee Kang in, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's there to make the challenge. Costa Curta carries the ball down the right. Ronaldinho. Now it's Neymar. He has found a way through. Neymar had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Chiellini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Vieira. Not the most convincing of passes. Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Well, that was coming, Peter. You know, he was on a final warning after all. Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Pelé. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Botafogo are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable. And we are back underway. Griezmann defend. Oh, he's been caught napping. This looks promising. tries a shot! It's in! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago. And he shoots! And that's wide.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, can they get him away? Lovely feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Looking for options for movement. Howson cuts out the pass.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 20. Vai ser substituído pelo
And it's Vieira.
jogador. Camisa 11.
Xabi Alonso did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now then, the ball's come loose. Villa's cross, punched away. Defending was strong and firm.
Público
they could break
presente
here.
na partida de hoje.
Ronaldinho running with the ball.
60.179
Now it's Pele.
espectadores.
Oh, denied at the last.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Para a entrada do jogador, camisa 13.
And he's missed it.
Vieira clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Can he get on the end of this? And he's in. Can he finish? Oh, brilliant from Donadoni! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Aos 19 minutos do segundo
Well, this
tempo,
is
pelo
turning into a
jogador,
real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Botafogo have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. That is ended up in no man's land. Cafu proves just a little bit too strong. Messi gets into a good position. In by Messi. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Played into space out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. He slid. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Botafogo presented with a golden opportunity here. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Courtois will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty, made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And he welcomes it in. Now it's Villa, face to face with the keeper. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
Courtois, in the context of the game, he must save it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Ronaldinho receives it in a... He's had a shot! And now they can clear their lines. Messi, that's a cute ball. He won't be happy with that one. Chiellini. Into the last quarter of an hour. That looks a cracking ball. Now it's Donatoni. Oh, he's burst through. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Botafogo have themselves a chance from the spot. The chance to pull further clear. Not much more than a formality.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And the shot! Keeper always had the measure of that.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
It's their second corner of the game. Vieira! And that's past the post. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's lofted through here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, it's come loose.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And he was quick to react. There's a sharp little ball here. Messi providing an outlet on that. And Messi! Oh, terrific save. And it's Neymar. He's found the way through. Out to the left it goes. Donatoni. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, that looks a decent ball. David Villa! And he hits the net! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Yeah. Spirit left. Out the best in the keeper. Costa Curta. Up Gisum. No, that's been intercepted. That is a little undercooked. And there goes the final whistle. Botafogo pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. So welcome to a day of high ambition, high aspiration and expectation. Just 1 point required and a brighter future is in the bag. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Flamengo cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. Thinks about the shot. Climbs up big!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That'll be a throw-in. Nicely weighted ball. It's a pretty loose pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Can he get it through? But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Kaká. Oh, that's fabulous. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, there's the man we're all here to see. The thriller-minute Neymar has a shot! Off the post! That is some save from Kahn! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Shot could be on. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's a beauty! A finish of true class! First blood drawn. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He's picked his way through. That is... He's tried one! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. Beckham, who's short. Knocks it into space. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Van Basten. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Lee Kang-in. Takes a shot! Oh, it's gone in! Oh, huge goal! Massive goal! They hit the reset button, and we're back where we were. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Short changes him with that pass. Can he get on the end of this?
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
That's a little off target. He's got away. And they're back on the ball again. Van Basten, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
Oh no, this does not look good. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Beckham. Howson. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's gone out for a throw-in. Beckham. And it's Messi. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Scholes. Great defending, strong and determined. It's not an especially good pass, that. Looking for the run. Referee's given a throw. Messi.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Oh, it's Van Basten. Well read, nice interception. Xavi Alonso. Oh, easy pickings there. And this is Van Basten. Kaká. There's the shot! Goal! Barcelona! Into the lead once more. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? He won't be happy with that one. Tries to pass it through. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. He's in a great position here. Shot a goal! Serginho gets good distance on it. That's an excellent interception. Kaká. Pass somewhat off target. That's an imaginative pass.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de
He
acréscimo.
steps in, and that's the end of that. And Messi! And he's found it! They've come back. They've come roaring back. This is becoming quite a game. So all square, and not for the first time.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And there's the end of the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And the game has already resumed here. And oh, it's fallen loose again! And it's a goal!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Flamengo take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Barcelona have their third corner. Beckham with the short one. Flamengo have the chance to go the other way. Scholes. And it's Xavi Alonso. Harrison kept his eye on it, and he's there. Kaká. Beckenbauer gets it clear, and they're quick to get it back. Not the most accurate pass. No way through. Messi. This is Batistuta. He's one-on-one, surely! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Flamengo presented with a golden opportunity here.
Substituição no time do Flamengo. Camisa 14.
Donnarumma looking to stare down to unsettle the taker.
Camisa 22.
Brilliant save from Donnarumma! Oh, he's missed it.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's well positioned here. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Messi.
80.953 espectadores.
Flamengo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And here's Kaká.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break.
Great chance! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
This is quite a battle.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. David Villa driving forwards. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that is a little undercooked. Ambitious ball here. And he cuts out the supply. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Villa. And it's Messi. Koulibaly is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And this is Xavi Alonso. Aimed beyond the defence.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Well, what about it? Flamengo certainly weren't expecting this. And that was nowhere near his best. Well, that has not gone well. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Villa. Oh, super find. Barcelona could counter here. Out to the left it goes. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Donadoni. And that's not going to reach.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Yeah, the manager was saying he'll be facing the prospect of having to make some brave decisions around this time. How right he proved to be.
Beckham. Now it's Kaká.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
David Villa.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de acréscimo.
Beckham. And it's Scholes. Looking for options for movement. Played into space out wide. He's onside. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, that pass isn't the best. Looking to play him in. Now it's Villa. He has found a way through.
Pretty robust defending.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. Haaland. Nice interception, well timed. And that is that. The deed is done. They are on the up. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Flamengo might have wanted a win as a statement to those waiting for them next term, but I guess you can't have everything. Still, this is the perfect opportunity to identify areas where they need to strengthen in view that they'll be up against much better quality.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Senhoras e senhores, observem no telão as informações sobre nossos